they're going to have all that whole package forever, and they're not. And I'm in that era where I'm kind of like, thank God I haven't had to learn the hard way. I'm just realizing that, not that I didn't always know, looks are definitely not the most important thing. But for me personally, it's funny you say that. I do like tall guys. Like, my type is a tall guy. Now, if I met someone and we had chemistry and he just so happened to not be tall, I'm not going to go, oh my God, you're not tall enough, so I cannot date you. I'm not going to turn him down just because he's not tall enough.
But I realized that I'd rather for a woman just be upfront with me. And I'm at a point in my life now, I'd rather just not even sugarcoat shit to me. Just be upfront with me so I don't waste no more of my time. Because I look at it, I ain't waste no time with her, got emotionally attached to any of that. So it was really a both win on both parts. I mean,
yeah, I just kind of did you a favor.
That's what I'm saying, though. I love that right there. I don't gotta waste time when they go on useless and meaningless dates and waste my time. You know, I feel like my time is more valuable than money. I value my time more than money now. Because money, I can always get my money back. You know, I can always get money back, but time, nobody. Go ahead.
Time is precious.
Oh, time is precious. Time is of the essence. So if I spend a couple dollars to you on the date or whatever, you don't do nothing, that's cool. I can get that back. But if I'm spending a year or two with you and I'm thinking you actually like me and I'm involved, I can't get that time. But I could have been with somebody who actually liked my ass.
Exactly.
So, don't you feel like this? Don't you feel like a lot of women haven't got past the junior high mentality with this my type, or he got to be this, he got to be this? Why is that, you think?
Because I believe women are taught that, like, it's almost like a sense of empowerment for them to have this list of, he's got to be this, 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 and this. I think women are notorious for this. Trying to check all the boxes.
Right.
And men are not so, like, again, back to the superficial part. Men are not, in my opinion, from the guys that I've had a lot of guy friends. I've been that girl that's had a lot of guy friends. I get along better with guys because there's less drama, in my opinion. But men are a lot easier to please than women.
All men want is sex. All men want is, let me say this. All men want is sex, silence, and food. Sex, silence, and food.
Are you saying
that's how you
that from a man's point of view, or are you saying that's what people think?
That's what a man's point of view, I believe. I can't speak for all men, but I say for a whole lot of men, sex, silence, and food. That's how the hell you think.
Is that your opinion?
That's my humble opinion, I believe. Sex, silence, and food is how you please a man, ladies out there. Sex,
is that how you please you?
you can find out.
Honestly, sex, silence, and food. Is that how to please you?
That's probably one of the ways, though, but you can come find out. Hey. But, what I was about to say, yeah, don't you think, you threw me off track. I lost my train of thought, though. We were talking about just now.
Sex, silence, and food.
Sex, silence, and food. Like, yeah, I feel like that's how a lot of women probably can start by pleasing their man. But don't you feel like is it hard to make women happy? Because if a man is making too much money, they complain about, I never get a say so. But if he's making less money, he be like he's a bum. If he's making more money, he's never home with the kids. Don't you feel like it's just hard to please women? They can't have it all.
Right. You're right. I do. I absolutely 100% feel that way. I feel like if a man makes too much money, which usually means he has to work a lot, like say he's a surgeon, they're hardly ever home. She don't mind spending that money. She don't mind that Birkin bag. She don't mind that Coach bag. She don't mind being able to go to Rodeo Drive and spend all the money. But she also is going to sit there and complain that he's never home when he's never home because he's working to give her the lifestyle she wants.
Exactly. And then it's like you're basically, men at that point are strangers in their home because the kids barely see them because they're working so much. And hell, they're just using daddy for a wallet, and the woman using him for a wallet and a dick.
Yeah.
It's a dick and
Except
wallet.
for her complaint is going to be she don't get the dick because he's never home to give it to her.
Or he don't have enough to please her. But I tell this all the time: everything comes with a sacrifice and compromise.
That's what a marriage is. A relationship should be.
Basically, because he's working those long hours, and too many people are with this money, this get rich quick scheme. Like everything got to be about money. If money was everything, how did Bill Gates get a divorce and Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos got a divorce? Them motherfuckers got billions of dollars, way more money than I would probably ever see in my lifetime, and they got a divorce. What the hell? Money can't keep no damn no marriage.
No, because I had the money. Like I said, when I left my first husband, I drove a BMW. I lived in a 4,000 square foot house. I had the manicured, perfect lawn. I had pretty much what I wanted when I wanted. My days existed of going to the gym, taking care of my little girl, and cooking dinner for him when he was making money on he honed his own business, detailing and restoring yachts. Right. But he was home at night, but he wasn't present in the relationship because his mind and time and energy was occupied by something else.
But right. And it's too many times when women want a man making six figures. You hear a lot of women say nowadays they want a man making six figures. The 6 things: 6 inches long dick, 6 figures, 6 feet over 6 feet to 4. They want preferably about 6'4" when they're wearing heels, especially like that. So with that, first of all, 14% of men in the population is over 6 feet tall. Small percentage. 30% of the men in the population are actually sexually active. 1 out of 3 men, if you get 1 out of 3 random men, one of those guys is sexually active. And women usually prefer a man that's more sexually active, that has more sexual experience than they do, which is less men. Most likely when a woman get with a man nowadays, she's more sexually experienced than he is, which is a recipe for disaster right there.
Why do you say that?
It's a recipe for the disaster because you can never please her.
Because she's more experienced.
Yeah, she's never pleasing. Or vice versa. Even with a woman, even vice versa. But I'm saying that because more women are sexually active than men. This is what the numbers say, not what I say. That's what the numbers say. But even vice versa, a woman with a man that's more sexual, she'll never be able to please him. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just too many people. So that's what I think though. But yeah, like working those long hours, man, that comes with something though. I mean, something got to give though. But
there's sacrifice to be made.
Yeah, but they don't want to. But most women don't want men working making the kind of money they make because they feel like they're settling.
Say that one more time.
Most women don't want the man that's making the same kind of money as them because they consider that settling.
Oh,
I don't believe
in their mind that means that they're not equal, but yeah, like she's somehow settling because he doesn't make more than her.
And the money is really everything. If money is everything, how did Bill Gates get a divorce? Bill Gates got way more money than majority of the population, and this man got a divorce.
He got a divorce first, but I guarantee you that woman walked away with a good chunk.
It still ain't hurt his pocket. That man good.
Oh, Bill Gates yeah, he's fine. It didn't hurt him one bit, but she got what she wanted. She got that money.
And then another thing is they want that man, this rare man's over 6'5" and making over 6 figures or $1 million or whatever the case a year. They want him to be monogamous. It don't work like that. A lot of those, I'm not gonna say every man. I don't know every man. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good, faithful men who respect their marriage and honor their bedroom. But a lot of men and women, it's a lot of women out there who make a lot of money who ain't faithful either.
Oh, you're right.
Narrative that men get money, they want to have concubines. That just ain't true. Because a lot of women who want to have a bunch of men too as well, a plethora of men as well, an army of men. So, do you feel like that's another thing that if somebody's making that money, should that person be welcome? Should understand that person is going to be cheating and not be faithful?
No, I don't think they should have an understanding that and automatically assume that. I don't. I mean, it depends on what kind of relationship they're in. If they're in a monogamous, supposedly committed relationship, then just because he checks all the boxes and fits whatever she wants, she shouldn't just assume that he's going to have a mistress or two on the side, or vice versa. But in that sense, I'm old school. Like, I just believe that the sanctity of marriage is sacred, and when you agree to be with someone for the rest of your life, that it may not work out, but as long as you give it everything and you try and you really give it everything you have, if it still doesn't work out, then it just doesn't work out. You weren't meant to be. But both parties should be faithful to each other, and they should be equally trying to keep that relationship intact. And if they try and they both give, then it doesn't work out. It wasn't meant to be. Now, if they both give and it does work out, that meant their hard work, which is what marriage is supposed to be.
Right.
It's hard. It's work.
It is work. A lot of people thinking marriage is supposed to be like Love and Hip Hop, supposed to be like social media, Basketball Wives, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That's not
ain't none of that shit.
Real.
That ain't real reality. They think it's supposed to be reality TV.
That's a small portion, and and what you see, like you said, it's produced. It's fake. It's
scripted.
It's scripted. Like, there's a person back there asking certain questions to get certain answers.
Facts. So I don't know, by those type of standards, I don't know if I will get married, because they think we just supposed to have a whole lot of sex and take trips and threesomes, and that's all it's about. Shopping, traveling. That ain't what marriage is about.
No, that's not the real world.
We're gonna have a lot of
that might be a percentage like that has it like that, but it's a small percentage.
But hell, Michael Jordan got